Welcome to our podcast. My name is Amelia.
My name is Sherrick, and this is Amelia.
And Sherrick, what are you doing?
The podcast where we talk about all sorts of things that you love and we love. And so you're like, hey, you come here because we talk about stuff that you like and we talk about stuff that we like. So you're all hype about it.
At least I hope you're hype about it because we are hype about it.
You should be hype about it because we love you. Let us love you.
Yes, exactly. Oh, man.
So this... Oh, go ahead.
Nope, go ahead.
I am the queen of cutting you off. I'm so sorry. So this week is a little bit of a change in fare because this is the very first time that we're going to kind of switch our material up for this week. But obviously we're going to get to that in just a little bit. But we're going to start with our normal thing of, hey, Amelia, how was your week?
Well, my week was pretty crazy. If you are listening to this at the time it is being released at the end of March 2020, you know that we are in the middle of a global pandemic. And I don't want to get too much into that. There are plenty of places you can go and read about it and get scared about it. And I don't want to be that place for you. I want to be a fun distraction for you. So we are committed to bringing you fun content every week. And hopefully you enjoy that. But yeah, so we've been told mostly to stay at home. Both Minnesota and Wisconsin have orders to stay at home unless it's absolutely essential. So yesterday I went into the office to get a bunch of stuff that I needed to do work at home that I didn't already have. And yeah, I've just been hanging out at home for the last couple of weeks other than those couple trips to the office for quick things. And I have to say, like, I'm kind of living my best introverted life.
I have to agree with you on that, but go on.
Yeah, in my office, I work sort of in a reception area, which is adjacent to the kitchenette and the bathroom and a conference room. And so people are coming and going through my space all the time. So even when they're not coming up to me to ask me something directly, they're just like around me all the time. And so working from home is like so much calmer. And in some ways I'm having like my best mental health because of that. Other reasons, yeah, whatever. But at least because of that. So, and yeah, I just like, I do my work. I don't have to drive an hour every day to and from work, and I watch TV at night and catch up on that, and I video chat with friends probably more than I would see them normally. So yeah, it's going pretty well for me. I don't know, but I do know that not everybody is like that, so I'm very sorry if you are struggling in this time with lack of human contact, but yeah, I'm kind of liking it. So how about you, Sherrick? How has your week been?
I think you know the answer to that. So for those of you who don't know, on the glorious day that was the 20th of March, Animal Crossing New Horizons was released. I have been playing it pretty much every day. I was streaming it on my Twitch channel. Quick plug for that, twitch.tv/ablacksparrow. I've cooled the jets on that a bit because I know that like this is the game that everyone kind of looks like, even like the people who like didn't care about Animal Crossing, like stopped what they were doing because they were smart and were like, I bet you my audience wants to see me play this game. So like everyone and their mom and their mom's dog were like creating Twitch accounts to be like, this person plays Animal Crossing. How wacky and fun.
Mm-hmm.
So I've cooled it a little bit, but I have not cooled it on playing the game itself. I have just, it has spun up, if nothing else. So that is pretty much where I've been at. And outside of like the trip to come and see you, which obviously got canceled, and we ended up playing Jackbox games via the internet, and that was a hilarious slight mess, but more hilarious than mess. I haven't really gone anywhere. I did manage to pick up a second Nintendo Switch so that myself and Steph can play it. And she went from like not interested to obsessed in, about the span that it takes, a Lamborghini to get to 68 miles per hour. So
Which is basically Steph's speed. So
basically she went from just like, I don't know. And then she saw me playing and she's like, I want to visit your town. And then I was like, well, I mean, we have this other Switch that she was like committed to telling me I needed to sell, which I was fine with.
mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But then it went from like, she's like, well, we already own it, right? And I was like, see, that's the big brain thoughts that I married you for.
Yep.
So I've been doing that. There's a couple of other games that I'm a little trepidatious about, but this is not a gaming episode, so I'm not going to talk about them. But I mean, I'm trying to keep my panic within reason. I think I'm doing a pretty good job of that. So that's where I'm at week wise.
Well, that's good to hear. And yeah, I'm super interested in all this Animal Crossing stuff. Until I started doing this with you, I'd heard of Animal Crossing, but like I didn't know anything about it. And I didn't know that this new game was coming out and that the whole world was freaking out about it. And so yeah,
maybe an idea for like a mini-sode. Maybe we can just squeeze that in here like in the next couple of weeks. We'll just throw like a random like 30-minute thing at you, which I'm hoping I can keep to 30 minutes. I'm just going, Amelia, it's so great, you get to do this and this. And Amelia's like, she slowly backs towards the door. She's like,
no, that'd be fun.
And I'm like,
do that. Yeah. So
but yeah, quick side note, I know some of y'all were real excited about the dating episode. We promised that we're going to do a follow-up to that, so like look for that in a couple of weeks, I think.
Yeah.
Because I will finish up Love is Blind. I'm pretty close to the end. So we'll do a follow-up episode on some of that, and maybe we can talk about some dating stuff that we missed.
Yeah.
Dating shows that we missed. So
all right.
There's that.
So as you said, we're kind of switching up what we're doing this week. And we're going to break down a music video. So get hyped for that.
Yeah. Damn, we just can't get away from the 90s, can we?
I know.
We just keep talking.
I was like, oh, yeah, I think this is from the 90s.
It sure is.
Yep.
It sure damn is.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it'll happen.
Yep.
So, one day we promise we'll cover stuff from like we'll pick something from like the 2000s or something like that one day. Yeah. But today is definitely not that day.
No.
So, this is one of the things that Amelia and I wanted to do as a part of our podcast, because I don't think if there is a podcast that does this kind of thing, we are not aware of it. But this is going to be a music video breakdown episode where we're going to watch a music video together, and we're going to just analyze it to the best of our ability. I don't know if it'll be 100% shot for shot, but we're going to, riff on it as best we can. This episode, I think the one that we settled upon, I think I just said, hey, Amelia, I feel like something related to Sugar Ray. She goes, Every Morning by Sugar Ray, which I got made fun of by my cousins because I knew every word to this song.
It's just such a ridiculous song. Like Sugar Ray in general is pretty ridiculous, but this one in particular is, oh boy. It's definitely one of those songs that we talked about in our previous episode. It's like, this song had no ass business being on the radio when it was, and accessible to the demographic that it was, but that didn't stop anybody. Yep.
So there it is.
Right. Yes. So this song was everywhere at the time, which apparently was 1999. And but I don't think I've ever actually seen this music video. So
no, sure haven't. And I think it's way better that way.
Yes, exactly.
At least for the very first one.
Right. So we will count it down so that you can also watch it along with us if you would like.
Yes.
And
We are watching, the one that is from the YouTube channel Sugar Ray Videos, which has, as of this recording, 57,200 and change subscribers.
And this has been viewed
It's like,
30 million times.
yes.
Oh,
Yep.
man.
It has like a black background to start. That's off the album 1459, CD released in 1999. I believe the actual music video like starts at 11 seconds. I want to say it starts at 11 seconds, but maybe I'm way off. No, I think it starts way sooner than that. Never mind.
Yeah, I think we should just start it from the beginning, even though the first few seconds is nothing, just so that everybody can start it at the same time as us, and we can start at the same as each other. So we'll react to it, and then when it's over, we will discuss it further.
Yes.
So,
all right. Yeah, I'm gonna let you count us down.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
This font.
I know. It's a font.
Yep. Oh my god.
Oh no. What are these white boys doing?
It's okay, so this is obviously from when they would do music videos that would go into other music videos, a la the album. Because that was obviously a different Sugar Ray song that was finishing.
Yep. And now we're at a roller rink.
There's Mark McGrath looking somehow still plastic.
Yep. Oh my god, there he is with a mullet. Oh my god.
Yep. We know that's you. You can't hide from us.
Yep. Who told Mark McGrath that he could sing?
I mean, he sounds decent, but like...
But he has a very monotone kind of voice.
Yeah, I won't argue with that.
Yeah.
All right, this already gets me in my wheelhouse because it's an all skate. You know how I feel about skating situations. That dude was in Kiss Face Paint, I think.
What was that about? It's so 70s, but also not. I'm so confused.
It's like the 90s rendition of the 70s.
That's true. Oh my god.
There's balloons on the rink floor for some reason.
Which feels very dangerous.
Yes.
Oh, and now these girls looking like Britney Spears off Baby One More Time.
He drops the pizza dough on his head. Wonderful.
That fro. I'm into it.
I'm very jealous, actually. I want something akin to that, but my hair just doesn't grow past a certain point, which we can talk about another time.
Yeah.
So obviously, when it comes to my current knowledge of Sugar Ray, I have no idea how many of these guys were still in the band.
Oh, I have no idea who any of these people are except Mark McGrath.
Yep, except for Mark McGrath.
And while Sugar Ray was fairly short-lived, he has had a long career on TV. I believe he's on,
unfortunately,
Entertainment Tonight, maybe? Access Hollywood?
He might have been at one point, yeah. One of those two. Okay, so these two people are fighting. The referee's awful with skating.
Yep. Oh.
What? Why is this girl in a brace?
I don't know. Why did the music
She's in a
stop?
neck brace. Also, yes, because...
We need a break.
Okay, everyone stopped moving. Yeah, I need a break as well.
Oh, no.
He's got a guitar that is red, white, and blue for some reason.
Yeah, but it looks like a French flag, not
Yeah,
American.
I was going to say.
Also, those frosted tips.
Very 90s.
Yep.
Okay, fisheye lens. Yep. He's humping at the camera.
Everything about this is just so 1999.
The black guy, for whatever reason, is holding a vinyl record.
Who even knows?
Some of those balloons look like bowling balls. Yeah, they get very genital focused here. All right, and then Homeboy is taking his moped out. He's dreamily singing at the ceiling while a janitor is uselessly batting at these balloons with a broom.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, my dude, I don't know if that broom is really going to be helpful in this situation, but all
Well, and
right.
keep sweeping in different directions, so it's just moving them around.
As he dances.
Yep.
Whew,
Oh
all
my
right.
God, visit us
4 minutes.
online at www.sugarray.com, www.myspace.com.
MySpace.com/Sugar Ray.
So good. So
Oh
good.
my God. All right, so we'll
MySpace.
obviously put the link to this specific video if
Yeah.
you, for whatever reason, you are having trouble
Mm-hmm.
finding it. We'll put that link in the description.
Mm-hmm.
But so my first reaction, even though obviously we talked through it, was that was about what I expected in that it was fucking
Yep.
nonsense.
Yep.
just
Just nonsense.
just just shit happening with no like real through line to
Yep.
it. It was just like, now Mark McGrath is wearing a mullet and playing pinball. Oh, there's balloons all over the skate rink
Right.
floor.
Like,
Did
was there
you
supposed to
know
be
that
a
this black
story?
guy's a DJ?
Yeah. Was there supposed to be a story? Because there definitely was
I
not. Though I
no.
have to
Which
say, my one of my least favorite things is a music video that clearly has a story to it, and the story does not match the story happening in the song. I hate that. I
yeah,
hate that so
yeah.
much. But
Which
it happens.
honestly, like, okay, so even if we were to say that this music video had a
Uh-huh.
story, knowing that like Mark McGrath is singing about his girlfriend in her four-post bed and like
Uh-huh.
having a halo on that, none of that had anything to do with the fuck what we just
Oh
watched.
no, exactly. Yeah. So I guess that's
So
like,
your point,
I guess my point still stands.
yeah, that, no, I was saying like I was it. No, not it still stands. It definitely stands. I was agreeing
Yeah. Yeah.
because there was no four-post bed. We don't know which one of those girls was supposed to be his girlfriend. Like,
Right. I just like,
I
I
don't
was
know.
so enthralled with what was happening on the screen that
Mm-hmm.
I just like, I forgot to pay attention to the music. Like, it helped to have the
Mm-hmm.
music, but I wasn't really paying attention to the lyrics. And also because I think I know them so well, but I also don't. Because, like, I could sing that song, but I could not tell you what it says, really. So now I'm like, I want to look up the lyrics because I need to read them, I feel
Yeah, let's do
like.
it. Oh, let's do it. I mean, that's. I mean, we're analyzing the song, so we might
Yes.
as well, right?
Yes. Yeah, because like other than every morning there's a halo hanging on the corner of my girlfriend's far post bed. That's like the
Mm-hmm.
only lyrics I can think of, but
Yeah, I know a little bit more of it, but I feel like I would also have to like sing it to get them correct, and I don't want to get
right.
sued. So,
But also I really like that he wants to borrow it for a one night stand. It's like,
because clearly he is a piece of shit.
yeah,
So,
I know.
um,
Ugh,
because it's obviously his girlfriend's bed that he is borrowing said Halo
right.
from, and he's like, "Nah, I'm gonna go have a one night stand with somebody else."
Right.
Which, hey, if you are an adult and you are in a consensual relationship, like in that regard, cool, go for it, awesome. But if you're not, hey, don't fuck
Yeah.
around.
But if as I continue to read the rest of these lyrics, clearly he should have said from the corner of my ex-girlfriend's four-post bed, because the rest of the song is all about how he's brokenhearted and she ripped out his heart. But maybe it's
Yes.
because you had a one-night stand. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Do.
Before we get too much into the
Mm-hmm.
lyrics, so I'm on the wiki. I'm on the wiki
Oh,
page
good.
for it, so we might as well do as much uh, analyzation of this as we can. The chorus of the song references Suavecito by the Chicano music group Malo, as well as Hugh Mascala's, I'm gonna say Mascala's, 1968 hit "Grazing in the
Hmm.
Grass." Mark McGrath explained, "We referenced Suavecito because growing up in California, that was just like the lowrider anthem. Any car show or swap meet you'd ever go by, you'd always hear that song and it'd just stick in your mind." He added, "We actually came up with that part, and it was very similar to Malo's part. We were sort of imitating it, and then we said, let's just leave it. We're going to change it later. It really makes the song, we think, so we just left it." So, little little hit out to Malo there
Mm-hmm.
by Sugar Ray in the eve of 1999, because it was released in '99, but it was recorded in
Oh,
1998.
okay. Gotcha.
Um, and to answer my previous question, there were a bunch of different um, people in the band Sugar Ray, including the gentleman who was in this video as the token black guy, is DJ
Oh,
Homicide,
good.
a Craig Bullock. So he is known mostly as being a former DJ for the band Sugar Ray.
Oh man, like it's bad enough to have your claim to fame be that you were in Sugar Ray, but then to be the DJ for Sugar Ray, it's just like poor guy.
Which, by the way, they are listed as a current band.
I know. That's
they have current
terrifying
members.
to me.
Let's see. He currently, DJ Homicide, currently hosts The Blast on SKEE 24/7 on Dash Radio, which I have never heard of. He left the band allegedly on August 22nd, 2010.
Okay.
He's also been associated with The Alcoholics, which is spelled kind of interestingly. THA, the ALKAHOLIKS, also known as The Licks for short. God. We're just gonna fucking go down that rabbit hole, but we're not. That's just interesting to me. But yeah, Stan Frazier, he's the only other person who has a wiki page that they everyone else that has been in Sugar Ray that is no longer in Sugar Ray, they're like, nah, it's just DJ Homicide and Stan Frazier. Fuck the rest of y'all.
You did nothing. Some of the current members do though.
Oh, he's a co-founder. Ooh. He co-founded Sugar Ray in 1986. Stan Frazier.
I'm surprised that band has been around that long.
Since 86? Yeah, I don't remember anything that they've done prior to like 96, 97 maybe.
Yeah, well, it says the band's debut album, Lemonade and Brownies, was released in 1995. So they were hustling for a long time before they got a record deal. I mean, interesting, them, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, if we can, just to kind of spitball on that concept for a minute or two, like nowadays it's like you can produce your own shit. Like you don't have to wait to like have your album out if you've got like a soundproof room and the correct equipment and like and software. You can create an album, put it up on a website, bing bang boom, like right away. But like for the uninitiated, which I'm sure currently a bunch of you are initiated, like you had to really, like you said, hustle at kind of getting towards, you had to put out shit in EPs. You couldn't really, produce your own stuff on your own. You had to work at it and just hope that somebody who had that clout would
and play shitty clubs until somebody noticed you.
Or like play good clubs, but for shitty audiences who don't care or like are just like not coming or whatever, which probably is still true today to an extent, like depending on things. But like, obviously it being, I'm just thinking of like when I watched Bohemian Rhapsody, like a year, over a year ago with how Queen was struggling until they got picked up. And they went through all sorts of different things on that regard.
I mean, that is like one of the cornerstones of VH1's Behind the Music, right? Like the struggle to even get a record deal is like the first 10 minutes of every Behind the Music. And now it's just like, you can put your own shit out. I mean, for fuck's sake, we are recording this on our cell phones.
Yeah. Don't give away the magic.
I mean, to be fair, I do use a couple of different free audio applications to edit this because
and Amelia has turned this into Behind the Podcast with Amelia and Sherrick.
But there's no downward spiral in this Behind the Podcast, at least not yet.
Just wait until like episode 27 when I like admit my addiction to pancakes and it's just like tearing this family apart.
Yep. We'll basically make our own anti-drug commercial.
Hi, I'm Sherrick from Amelia and Sherrick. What are you doing? This is Amelia from Amelia and Sherrick. What are you doing? She's not going to say anything this entire commercial. She's just going to stand there and make hand gestures.
You're just gonna look very deeply into the camera and talk about, like they said it wouldn't be a big deal if I just had pancakes every day. They lied.
They said breakfast for dinner wasn't a big deal. They lied.
Oh my goodness.
Now I dream about, like, there has to be, it's in my writer. I cannot be there has to be a carafe of syrup at least within 6 feet of me at all times when I am at a live event. If there's not, I will be very upset. We did not sign up for this. I cannot work under these conditions.
Exactly. Oh, I love it. Yeah. Back to the song.
But let's get off of my, away from my impending pancake addiction and back onto the band that apparently was initially known as Shrinky Dinks.
No, what?
Yes.
No.
Yes. So, they were initially named the Tories. They worked with future Good Charlotte drummer Dean Butterworth.
Speaking of syrup.
And then they changed the name when they... Yeah. Steph bought me butter bread today as a side note. Because normally I get like the honey, like the like honey baked Sara Lee bread. And she's like, I couldn't find that, so I got you butter bread. And I was like, what if I was allergic? And she's like, well, you eat butter and you eat bread. And I was like, well, what if they put something in there that I'm allergic to? And she's like, shut up. She didn't say exactly that, but like the vibe was, sure, shut up. Shut your ass up. Anyway, so they spelled it Shrinky with a Y and then Dinks with an X. So it was D-I-N-X. But it originally was spelled the same way the Shrinky Dinks toy was. And so when they signed it with Atlantic, Milton Bradley was like, so y'all gonna fucking change that name, right? And they were like, no. And the lawyer was like, really? And they're like, okay.
We'll just put an X on there.
Sugar Ray.
Yeah.
No, so they went from Shrinky Dinks to Sugar Ray.
Which, like, also, where did that come from? Like,
I don't know. Maybe they were thinking of Sugar Ray Leonard. That'd be my only guess, is what I can think of. The boxer.
But I love that there's no explanation for any of these names. Like, where these names came from at all. Like, why the Tories? Why Shrinky Dinks? Why Sugar Ray? No one knows. I think they just got high and started, like, saying things.
Let's go to myspace.com/Sugar Ray. The answer's right there.
Yeah, there'll be a whole blog post on... Oh, man.
Let's see here. I'm gonna be vain as fuck. This is the quick aside where Sherrick is vain as fuck. I was at work yesterday, and I was being tasked with finding out who some of the people who used to work on our team were that are no longer with the company. Just they wanted a list for like updating records and stuff. And someone was like, "Oh, insert person's name here. They would have been a great fit for the company. I wonder what they're doing now." And then they looked them up on LinkedIn, and I was like, I wonder what happens. Because believe it or not, I had not done this particular act until this moment. I was like, I wonder what happens if I just like type in my first and last name into Google. The very first thing that comes up is my website, but like maybe like 4 or 5 links down was a website that straight up is like 6 degrees of separation. And it was like weird because number one, I've been in that play before as the main character Paul, but like it was like, here, like Maisie Williams from Game of Thrones. Here is how Maisie Williams is 6 degrees away from me, like Sherrick, me. And yeah, it was fucking wild. And so it was like, oh yeah, you were in a show with this person who was in a show with this person, and that person worked with this person, and that person worked with this person, and that person was in a play called I and You, which one of my favorite theater companies did with Maisie Williams. And I was like, the fuck? Like it had it broken down. And I was like, who else have I like known that was like super famous? Like I've been aware of that as a concept, but for them to know like me doing 6 degrees of separation with someone who was with like them, for them to actually do the legwork on that was just absolutely fucking crazy to me. And I
That
was just
is
like,
crazy.
but I was at work, so I didn't go further in it. So that is me being vain for a second. Anyway, I was correct. They did pick the name after the boxer Sugar Ray Leonard, according to a fan of the band.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me, Sugar Ray Robinson, not Leonard.
I don't think I know who that is.
Okay. They're both boxers. They are both famous boxers. So there is that. And I believe, to answer your earlier question about like what Mark McGrath was doing, I think it was Inside Edition.
Oh, okay. Yeah, one of those.
Yeah. So back to where we were at, which is trailing back to their name, Lemonade and Brownies. They didn't really do anything off of Lemonade and Brownies, but their first hit was the song Fly, which I was known for singing in the voice of Eric Cartman from South Park. While we played Cub Scout softball. And no, I am not doing it here.
You have to do it for me later. Because
I might, but definitely not on this podcast, because I will get double sued.
Oh man.
Trey and Matt will come after me, and then also Sugar Ray will be like, the fuck, man.
Oh boy. Yeah.
But we are not talking about Fly.
I think to me, well, to stay on Fly for just 2 seconds, I think to me,
okay, sure,
like,
yeah,
that's where I get more of the like Mark McGrath has a very monotone voice, because that song was just I just wanna fly, like that. That's all it was, pretty much. And I just can't
go on
with it. But I loved it at the time.
How old is Mark McGrath right now? He's 51. Okay, he looks way older than 51. He looks way older than 51 than when I saw that picture of him at Mar-a-Lago, which we won't get into. Because his face looks so plastic and puffy in that photo. I was just like, my dude, what happened?
What happened?
What happened? I mean, you can say what it is that happened.
Oh God, he's like blonde. What is this? I mean, I don't know how old some of these pictures are, but like, just Google image searching him is fucking terrifying. He does. He looks like he's gotten a lot of work done, but it does not look good.
And yeah, I would say, but not in a good way. And I was gonna say, like, Mark's gonna listen to this episode and be so upset with us.
I don't know why Mark McGrath would want to listen to our podcast.
Never mind. Actually, you were right. He has worked as a co-host on Extra. And he has hosted a show called Don't Forget the Lyrics. But I think he's worked on Inside Edition too. Maybe I'm wrong.
Whatever. All those shows are like the same.
I found okay. Mark McGrath goes shirtless at the beach for his 50th birthday. And junkies. Okay. I mean, he's got like the Jack Sparrow like bird tattoos on his like arms. And then he's got like a full chest piece done. But I guess I shouldn't be too harsh, because it's like he's 50 years old. Like, I've seen some dudes that are really, really in shape for 50, and some dudes that aren't. Like, he's by far not like the most awful looking 50-year-old I've ever seen, but like it just looks like maybe the tattoo was a bad choice, considering I probably shouldn't talk, considering I'll be 50 in like 20 years and I'll probably look way worse than him.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely not the worst looking person I've ever seen, but like he does not look great. Like, he looks like he's had some work done, and the work has not aged well.
Yes, very much.
But
no, he may want to do some chest exercises, get those pecs back up. But that's
did you
true
know
of me
that
too.
He was starred in Sharknado 2?
I haven't seen a
Oh, me
single lick
either.
of a Sharknado movie, and there are a ton of people that I know, including Chris fucking Jericho, is in a Sharknado movie. Um, who, if you don't know who he is
Yes.
a professional wrestler that is still wrestling. He is just timeless, possibly one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Yeah, I said it. But anyway, if you want on eBay right now for $50, there's a hand signed autograph 8x10 of Mark McGrath with no shirt on, and you can see the top of his Fruit of the Loom underwear.
Oh my god. Is the picture from like the late 90s? Can you? Yeah, okay. Because
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
not
like that
current.
was such a thing. Like,
Hold
that was
on.
such a thing to have a picture taken, like a headshot kind of thing taken with your shirt
Mm-hmm.
off and your underwear sticking out and your frosty
Just
tips.
showing.
Like, it just, yeah, I can't. Um, Oh my gosh. Okay, but sorry, I have to go back to this because so I only know this because I'm
Yeah.
looking at his Wikipedia page, but yes, because I have not seen any of the Sharknado movies either. But I read that here and then I
Mm-hmm.
died because it says that the full title of that movie is Sharknado 2, the second one.
Yes.
I
Mm-hmm.
I kind of have to say I sort of love that they don't take themselves that seriously.
Oh no! Like the only thing that I know about the movie Sharknado is the following. I'm going to give you
Okay,
the
let's
full
go.
list of everything I know about Sharknado. Number one, Chris Jericho was
Mm-hmm.
in one of the iterations of it. Number two, there is a some sort of natural disaster plus
Mm-hmm.
sharks in every single one of them. And three, they don't take themselves seriously in the fucking slightest. They will like they will pick any celebrity who just like is like, hey, I
Yep.
want to be in a Sharknado film.
Oh
They're like,
yeah, this
yeah, fuck yeah,
supporting
man, let's do
cast
it.
is
We'll
so
find a way to get
long.
you in there.
And it's like so
Mm-hmm.
bizarre because it's
Yeah.
like everybody from the Today Show looks like they were on it as themselves. But
Yep.
then there are other people like Chris Kirkpatrick from crap, Steph's gonna kill me.
You gonna die on that one? I'm not saving
Feels like
you.
his head in sync with Backstreet Boys. I'm sorry. I don't
Which one is it, Amelia? Time to play a new
know.
game.
Fuck, I don't
Which one
remember.
is it? I'm gonna make you
Oh,
figure it out
instinct.
right
It's
now. No
instinct.
looking it up.
I'm sure
Are
because I
you
just put the
sure?
cursor over his name and it told me. Yep, I
You
sure
cheated.
did. But yeah, like Ann Coulter is in this movie, and Neo,
Hmm.
and let's see who else. Anthony Weiner is in this movie, and Michelle Bachman is in this movie. Like, what the fuck? Like, why? Why? Jerry Springer, Penn and Teller? Like, I can't.
So, real quick, real quick, without looking, what is the name? What is the
Oh,
subtitle for
I
Sharknado
just
3?
that's what I'm
It's a
looking at
three.
right now is Sharknado 3. But yeah,
Oh,
Sharknado 3.
damn it.
Oh
Fine.
hell no.
Because it's, oh, hell no. Which is number one, the answer that if someone said, hey, do you want to watch Sharknado from me? Number two is the answer from any person in America that is black that would look out their window and see a
Yeah.
Sharknado is, oh hell no.
Also, can I also say that this movie says Irish music duo Jedward wrote and performed the film's official theme song, Oh Hell No, and also had a brief cameo in the film. I did not realize that this music duo was still doing things because I only know them as the duo that put um Ice Ice Baby and oh fuck, what's the Queen song? Do you know what I'm talking about? Oh, it's not Queen.
Uh,
Is it?
I was like, you said the Queen song, and I was
Oh,
like, I
Under
think of like
Pressure.
Seven immediately.
That's not
Um,
Queen. That's
okay,
David Bowie. It's
okay.
Queen and
Well,
David Bowie.
it's
Okay.
Queen. It's
Yeah.
both. Yeah.
So like it's infamous. Vanilla Ice is infamous for saying that he did not sample Under Pressure in Ice Ice Baby. but it is so fucking obvious that he did. And when he explains how it's different, he's like smirking his fucking ass off, and it is the best clip I've ever seen. And they used to play it on VH1 like all the time. And so this duo put those two songs together in a mashup for the first time ever, and I thought literally that was all they did. And apparently they're a real thing.
I'm also like, wait, they were the ones to do this for the first time ever? No one with like a fucking garage band like on their MacBook computer was like,
I'm sure
wait up,
someone did,
Vanilla Ice.
I think that they did it like on the X Factor or something. Yes, here, their debut single, Under Pressure, parentheses, Ice Ice Baby, was a mashup of Under Pressure and Ice Ice Baby with Vanilla Ice contributing guest vocals. So, because he needed me some.
Are you telling me that Vanilla Ice ripped off of Queen and David Bowie and they went, hold up, we got one more up on that? And they went, we're going to make money off of that. Right? Fuck
right. Oh my God.
All of y'all.
I feel like we need to do a whole podcast about these people because, like, first of all, the name of the duo is Jedward because their names are John and Edward. Became known for their unpolished but enthusiastic performances. Famously,
that's all you can say. We got to do a podcast on it.
Spears' "Oops, I Did It Again," during which they reenacted the Titanic monologue.
Yep. Nope. Put it on the list. We can no longer talk about Jedward in this episode because we need to talk about them in a different episode.
Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, how did we get this far from?
All right, back. We fucking tangented into another area code. Like,
it's not another country.
All right, so back to the way back to fucking Every Morning, which I feel like. Okay, so let's talk about the whole like the pinball shit because like it's Mark McGrath who I don't know if they thought they were being clever or what, but like it's Mark McGrath in like just the most common ass mullet. Like I went to Halloween Express and all I got was this fancy mullet looking ass dude. And I think is he wearing sunglasses initially? Yeah, he's wearing sunglasses. And he's on like what can barely be described as a motorbike. And he's just like, he's got like a ringer tee on that has no sleeves. He's going through like a carnival area. He drives into like a hot dog stand. And then he goes up to the pinball area. He's like, he parks his fucking motorbike, pushes two kids out of the way, and then just starts like being like, let me show you punks how to play pinball. And then he's like lifting his arms up and like hip bumping it like he's in a 70s like Soul Train line and like
yeah, it's just like why are you dressed like this? Why is nobody else in the band dressed like this outside of when they're playing with the band? Because he's also there as himself. Right?
I was gonna say we don't really know them that well. They could be, and we just don't know it.
But yeah, and like it's just like why is the band there just dressed like normally for 1999? But everybody else in this music video is dressed like it's 1977. Is it because we're at a roller rink? Is it like
was it 70s night and the band was just like, we're not really feeling it.
I'm
like,
so confused by all of it.
Fucking, I forgot the name of the DJ all of a sudden. DJ Homicide is in the video and he's wearing like a Chiefs jersey for some reason. I don't know if he's like a Chiefs fan or what, but obviously, I mean, I've pretty much explained the whole thing with Mark McGrath on the pinball thing. But yeah, so it's like a 70s night and then like you see a bunch of the people are dressed for the occasion and hold on. Okay, I'm going to bring up two things. Number one, in this line of girls that they show, which is about at the minute long mark, or maybe just past that, one of them has like a very uncharacteristic hairstyle from the rest. They were just like, we need a bunch of brunettes and you with the pink hair. Just bright pink, just shockingly pink. You use shocking pink, we're gonna grab you. And then also, why the hell is there a girl trying to drink from a fountain with a neck brace on?
But that was such a thing. Like, not even the neck brace, but like, just because she has like headgear on too. And that was like such a thing, was like having a girl, like a nerdy girl with braces on. Why was that a thing?
I was gonna say, is that like a thing that like occurs in music
like,
videos that I just don't like know
maybe
about? Like,
okay. It might be because
it's hard to tell, but you're right.
Like Mark McGrath in this music video dressed up in 70s attire and the mullet makes me think of the Learn to Fly music video by the Foo Fighters, because in that music video they all dress up like people on this plane. They're themselves, but then they're also dressed up like people on this plane, and Dave Grohl dresses up like a little girl with braces. So maybe like the two are just like merging in my head for some reason.
Interesting. I would love to know which music video came first then.
Yes.
This one did?
Yeah, because this...
Okay.
But just that... barely. Like, Learn to Fly came out in September 1999 and was recorded earlier in the year.
Okay.
So...
There's just so much, like, random-ass shit going on in this music video. Like, at 1:16, there's a dude who definitely is, like, has Kiss face paint on, getting his skates, and we never see this particular person again.
Just like, why?
Not ever. And there's a bulldog just chilling on the counter, and then all of a sudden people are getting swung by their hand and foot. Like, hope you like it. Hope you're having a good time.
Yeah. Everything about this music video is just like,
it's pants on head.
It's just like, why? Who decided this? How were these decisions made? Again, did they just get high and say, like, this is a bunch of shit we're gonna put in this video?
I guess. Because, like, huh?
Oh boy.
It's okay. I'm just. And then, okay, so the balloons. I don't fucking get the balloons. This poor girl, they show one more time at like the 2:15 mark, or the two, maybe it's like a little earlier than that. And you are correct. She definitely does have headgear on because she's finding it difficult to drink from the water fountain. And it's like, are they implying that she like busted her damn neck trying to skate? Or what? I think they show her like one more time because she's like looking out, but like here she's like trying to drink and she's like, this hurts. And it's like, that doesn't make me feel like enjoying this music video, but whatever, I guess.
They put a random amount of things in a bowl and they just pulled them out and said like, oh, we'll throw that in the video.
I want to make a music video that way. We're just going to put a bunch of like verbs, adjectives, and nouns in a fucking hat and just grab them and just be like, all right, well, for whatever reason, we got to find a fucking, the fucking, a statue of a shark and get it in this music video. What's the song? Oh, it's Another One Bites the Dust by Queen. Yeah. Gotta be a shark in there. Don't ask why there's a clown in Another One Bites the Dust. Yep. That's what the fucking hat told us we had to do. And then I get arrested.
Oh boy.
I'm trying to think of any last thoughts that we should put on, because we've pretty much spoken at length about how this music video
ever needed attention of this length. But
okay, maybe one last thing: the fisheye lens, which is like apparently like a dream sequence in which there isn't really like a dream.
The fucking fisheye lens, like, was the official lens of the 90s.
Because they do like the like that's like, you know, it's not a sound effect, but it's a sound effect to show that like, hey, this is a different thing now. And then like these two people are fighting on the rink. The referee like falls into them and then somehow dies. And then everybody stands still. Mark McGrath walks off stage, leaves the rink, and is playing a guitar with the French flag on it. And then they do the thing again, fisheye lens. Everyone's pointing their crotch at the camera and playing with the balloons.
So many crotches. And then, yeah.
And it's mostly Marks. They're all
over
mostly
and
Marks.
over again. That's why I say so many crotches. But also the
in
time
different
when
poses.
he I think it's him, thrusts his crotch in your face and has the end of his guitar sticking down as if that's his dick. Like, okay,
might be the bass player. It looks like a bass
really
guitar, so it might not be him.
At that point, so.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right.
Very true, because I mean it's a fisheye lens, right. So he's also leaning back, so it's like you can't see who that person is. I also love that they bring the two dudes who are like doing dance moves on the car from the previous music video back, just to be like, "Hey, remember that?" Yeah.
Oh my god.
Somehow, I guess.
What a jumbled mess.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I feel
like we don't even need an Amelia What the Fuck this week, because this whole thing was like, what the fuck?
Oh, don't you worry. We may not need it, but your boy brought one anyway. Why not segue into that? So I sent you the doc if you want to take a look at it. I don't have a theme song for this yet, but maybe I will eventually. But welcome, my friends, back to your favorite segment of any podcast you've ever listened to in your life, and it is called Amelia, What the Fuck Is This? Or The Fuck Is This, for short. So for the uninitiated, I grab something on the internet that is wild as shit. I send it to Amelia without any context. She reacts and describes it. So whenever you are ready.
From BuzzFeed. Let's check this out. People are stupid.
Mm-hmm. Now tell our lovely listeners what you found.
When I was 6, my sister was half my age. Now I'm 70. How old is my sister?
Uh-huh.
And the comment... Oh.
All right, let's pause. So that they can suck that in. It is obviously a word problem.
And someone in the comments says, 35. Let's have a hard one next time, please. This is like face palm to the max.
Now, sometimes with these articles, they choose to fully conceal the person's identity. They were like, we're not going to show what this person's name is, but here's his fucking
black
face.
Out the picture at all.
And he has like this like looking up into the like clouds, like I am really so smart. Stupid. Like look at his face. 35.
I mean, at least he knows what half of 70 is, but at least that was right, but like the problem isn't right at all. Oh.
Oop.
Yeah. Oof.
That's just that dun 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 dun. Like that's the music that plays after he says, "Let's have a hard one next time."
Yep.
What a fool with his pants on the ground. Oof. All right, and that is Amelia. The fuck is this? I'm sure y'all will probably enjoy the episode not being as long as it has been the past couple of weeks, but we thoroughly enjoyed kind of just tearing apart this music video, not literally, of course, but for what it's worth, I will say that like younger Sherrick was big into this and Fly by both of the Sugar Ray variety. Do they hold up?
Yeah.
Yeah, Someday was good too.
Oh,
I mean, now, do you think they hold up?
I feel like even at the time, I really liked them.
I mean,
but I didn't. But I knew they weren't good.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like I did, but I don't know. Yeah, I also feel like
that's
this
a fair
was
play
one of
to
those
make.
songs that I heard so frequently.
All right.
After a while, it was just like, oh my god, shut up.
That's funny. Yeah, so hey, if you thought this was great, please do let us know. You know where to reach us. You can email us, and I think in a previous podcast we may have said that the email address was
That is
aswayd at
incorrect.
gmail.com. I believe that is incorrect. I believe it is asw. It is aswaydpod. So for Amelia Sherrick,
Yep.
what are you doing? Pod at gmail.com. So email us your thoughts. You can also tweet us your thoughts. You can share with your friends. Tell us if there's a music video that you want us to just
Mm-hmm.
like talk about and go on a wild tangent from where did we go? We went from Sugar Ray
Sharknado
to what were we
to
talking?
Under Pressure
Yep,
and Vanilla
yep.
Ice. Yeah.
Because one of the
Jedward. Yep.
yep, and
Yep.
then Jedward. That's how we got.
There
Okay,
was.
so there was a through line to the tangent. We just like abandoned Sugar Ray. It's like just like we were like in a safe way, and we are like, you sit right there. Daddy's gonna go to the electronic aisle, check out some TVs. Daddy will be right back. You can just sit on that. Yeah, here's a couple quarters. You can ride the little horse. It'll just rock back and
No.
forth, which they don't really do those anymore. It's
It
kind of a
seems
sad
sad
thing.
because it's something we did, but is it really that
Sad,
sad?
sad
I
thing.
don't know.
I mean, obviously, it's sad in the sense it's like this thing that like
Mm-hmm.
was there,
Mm-hmm.
like a pillar of your childhood for some people. Like didn't withstand the test of time, but it's not sad in the sense that
Right.
like I'm like actively going out and looking for one to be
Right.
like I'm gonna fucking ride that as a
Right.
30 something year old like person. Like no, but yeah, so let us know if there's a music video you want us to talk about. Any content suggestions, we will gladly take at either the email address or the Twitter that we have already talked about. You can find Amelia at Shake Meets World on Twitter and Instagram, and I am of course at A Black Sparrow and ShareCropinson.com for your acting
Yes.
needs.
Yes. So with that, I've been Amelia.
I've been Sherrick, and if you lose your keys, it's a good idea to retrace your steps. If you lose your keys in a cave full of
Yeah.
bears,
Seems like a
you
good
might
plan.
want to just get new keys.
All right. Bye.
Bye.